Hello. How is everyone? So I'm going to do something a little different. This is the Maritime Mystic, and usually I do a different type of reading. Today I was pulling some cards just about the, general atmosphere of things that have been going on overall in the world. Um, but I wanted to get kind of a feel for what the energies had to say about it. So usually when I do these readings, it's this first pile represents the past into the past several months, the future into the future several months, and this represents within 7 days. This time when I did this reading, intuitively I felt that this past only represents within the past few weeks. So I'm going to go 3 weeks back, 3 weeks into the future, and the present, which is in the now. So when we look at the past cards, first of all, we talk about, that old saying, everything happening for a reason and releasing regret. Well, everything happens for a reason is a debatable quote. So we won't bother to discuss that. The important part of this message is embracing the opportunities and releasing regret. Kind of looking for the silver lining in the opportunities that have come up in this recent situation that haven't, you haven't jumped on them, because this is the action card in reverse, and that means that you've been kind of stagnant. You've just been sitting, waiting, not taking action on things that might have come up for you that you thought about doing. Maybe an opportunity was presented to you and you didn't take action on it, so it's kind of like being stagnant, not moving forward. And this card here, the King of Forces. Now, the King of Forces talks about relating to nature, relating to work in the areas of, it could be electronics, it could be physics, and we're looking this time. This refers to energy, so it's got to do with the natural world and energy. But in this specific reading, this card is about quantum energy and the chaos energy that's happening around us, and what we're letting hold us back. But if we were to have gotten, in touch with nature, spending time outside or with animals or whatever it is that helps to bring your energy back into balance, then that would have helped. So it's about being aware of what has been happening with the energies around us, the chaos that's been being caused, and how it's affecting our personal energy and our personal power. And then we have here the Tower card, which is in reverse, and this, also talks about the chaos and things collapsing, but it talks about putting off the inevitable. So things that you should have been getting done and you've been putting them off. So that's what that card represents. Now, for the present, we have something interesting. We've got the Magician in the mirror, and we have the Magician card here too. So let's have a look and see what else it has to say. So we've got the Nine of Gabriel card in the now, and this talks about staying determined and moving forward. So coming out of that place of stagnation and inaction, and staying determined and moving forward. And it talks about being prepared for any possibility. And it talks about activism. In this case, this card refers to environmental activism. So whatever that is, whatever that means for you. Then we have the Magician in the mirror. So you can see that in this hand, we have the element of water, and in the other hand, the element of fire. So water is yin and the fire is yang. So the water is about receptivity, and the fire energy is about, the action and the passion and whatever you're putting out into the world. So this is the things coming in, and this is what you're putting out into the world. Now, this is about, the magician works as an alchemist and takes those metals and turns them into gold. So the energies that are around you, it's talking about you using the energies wisely and using your capabilities to create the things that you want in life. So allowing those intuitive messages and direction to come through, and then going and taking the action and putting that creatively out into the world. So this is about your own personal power, creating your own personal power. This is a power card. So this is really awesome because it also goes with this last one here. But first of all, we'll look at the King of Roses. The King of Roses, now, he has a white rose in one hand. He's got a red rose in the other hand. So the white represents purity. The red rose is about passion. So again, it's talking about passion and creativity. This is about putting your passion out into the world. And then the yellow roses are what represents the creativity on this card. Now, this card also represents, because it represents a male type energy, so which is more of a yang energy. It talks about also possibly this male energy helping you and with your family, with your home, so your surroundings and yourself and your situation. So this could be a person that comes in to help you, or it could be you taking your own energy and putting it into all these things that you want to create. So the Magician card. So the Magician card, the Magician is floating the infinity symbol above his hand. And then below the Magician, we see the 4 elements and also the 4 suits of the tarot. So the 4 suits of the tarot, they do represent the 4 elements. So again, we're talking about the elements, and we're talking about using those elements to manifest your personal power. So the Magician is the alchemist again, and this is talking about you using your alchemy, your quantum abilities, power, and energy. Now, for the future cards, what we have here, first card we have, this talks about insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, and seeking relief from stress. So this talks about all the chaos that's been going on and how you need to make sure that you find relief from this stress. Don't get wrapped up in it. Do the things that you need to do to personally take care of yourself. And, you know, meditating is really good. If you're finding it difficult to meditate, just do the best you can. Even if you do some deep breathing, just take a few deep breaths, even 3 deep breaths. You will feel the difference in your body very quickly. And just do the best you can with this, but make sure that you find some way, some healthy way to relieve yourself from the stress that you've been feeling. Because this card here talks about the 3rd chakra. So the 3rd chakra is your power center. It is your solar plexus area, solar plexus chakra, and it is your power center in your body. So this is a really important time for you to be building up your personal power. The message is repetitive here, and it's, you know, in Chinese medicine, we talk about building up your Wei Qi. So you could look up exercises, and you could do Qigong, things that will build up your Wei Qi. And that's been a repetitive message throughout here, is building up your power, but this is about your physical and your spiritual. Now, this card, Will, Wisdom, and Mind. This is an interesting card. It talks about, first of all, there's a crown right up here above the symbol, and this represents power and authority. So when we look at this card, we also see those 2 elements. This card has on this side the fire element, and the other side has the water element. So again, it's talking about these alchemy symbols, it's talking about fire and water, and it's talking about will, wisdom, and mind. Now, this card also brings with it a time of enormous power and balance and expression. And so you see the 3 rays here on the card, and they, or the energies, and these are the energies of the divine, and they move within you equally if you let them. So power and will, love and wisdom, and intellect or mind. So it's rather likened to body, mind, and spirit as well. So this card indicates that you could be working intimately, even if you're not even aware of it, with ascended masters or guides, whatever it is that your belief system holds, and the ones that are linked to these energies. And with their help, you're going to be able to raise your focus to a higher power and purpose. And you can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptivity, just like in the other card, in order to make your contribution to the world. So you're likely to find yourself in a position of power and authority and influence as well, coming up very soon. And it's likely to be a phase of a lot of activity, but you can handle it. And that's why you need to do all these other things that you need to do to build up your power and build up your strength, body, mind, and spirit, taking care of yourself, making sure you're getting enough rest and all of that. So it talks about, bringing yourself together through discipline. You have to discipline yourself to do this. And through that, meditation, creativity, and rest, and then some action, so balance, right? Then you're going to be able to take advantage of this time and use these powers well. So it's nothing less than the divine forces moving through you, and so that you can manifest their power in the world. And following that, we have the Page of Swords. The pages are messengers. They bring messages. And in this case, this page, the Page of Swords, right on the card, it says on guard and new information. So this means that you're going to have to be aware of this new information that's coming. And, the Page of Swords, pages usually refer to a young person as well, but it's definitely going to be a person or information that's very blunt and very direct. And, could be a person that's got a sharp mind, they're intelligent, they're quick to react to things. So it's talking about making sure that you're on guard and you're prepared for this new information that's coming. It does caution you. It is a bit of a caution card, but the previous cards are telling you how to prepare for this new information that's coming in. They're telling you to build up your own personal power, body, mind, and spirit, keeping your body in balance, and being very aware of these energies that have been happening. And it refers to different types of energy. So it refers to electrical energy, quantum energy, your personal energy field. Personal energy field is really being extremely affected by all the things that are going on. But these magician cards, that means that you have the power of alchemy, and it's doubled because you got them both, right? So it means that you need to discipline yourself. We need to discipline ourselves. I feel like this is more of a collective message than just for myself. When I saw it, that's why I decided to share it. That's why the cards are already flipped over. I really wanted to share this in case it would be helpful to anyone else. So the decks that I used here, this is the Archangel Tarot. This is the Energy Oracle, and this is the Akashic Records Tarot, and this is the Simplicity Tarot deck. And so those are the decks that I used. I like to combine them, use them together, because what it does is, as you can see, it will give you a repetitive message. Then you know that is a really important message, and it's validating it through one deck after the other, and together creates a story. So I hope this is helpful to someone. I hope this is helpful to a lot of people. And I wish everyone many blessings, and I'll see you again soon.